Hello and welcome to episode 9 of this Let's Play series. We are playing Factorio. And in the past episodes, we have built this ragtag factory over here. We have a little bit of smelting over here for iron and copper and some coal over here. We have some oil processing over here. I have a bunch of solar array over here. And a tiny bit of research over here. And we sort of have our main resource bus extending that way. We have some robots building some more solar array down this way, and we're shorting a whole bunch of robots because we only have like 10 of them. Not very impressive. So I think now it's time to do a couple things. First of all, we need to start switching our smelting to use electric smelter. And why, you ask? Because if we go to these things, the smelter allows you to put modules in them, and that allows you to dramatically cut down the energy consumption. So this requires stone bricks and advanced circuits. So let's just build a couple of these so that we have a layout going. And then the second thing after that is sorted out is that we will try to redo our signs. So far the red and green sign setup over here is designed to produce let's take a look at this real quick. Let's take 5 times unit to make one of these, so we have 5. It takes 6 times unit, so we have 6 of these. So these are designed to produce 1 of these per time unit. Now on the other hand, if you look at like the blue one over here, this thing takes 12 and we have 2, so this only produces 1 every 6 time unit. So we need to make 6 of I don't know what's the proper word for 6 times is. So make 6 times as many of these, and of course feeding them with the proper material as well. And then the same over here, we have these military signs that takes 10, so we need 10 of these guys since I have 2, so quintuple the amount of this setup. Of course, making more grenades and guns and all that good stuff. So we need to do all those things, and also the purple pack, I believe, is the next one, and it takes pump jack and electric engine unit and electric furnace. So we need to get all that stuff running, and also I'll also try to make basically 1 per second, and the idea is that we'll just blueprint all these and keep it in our library and start using them. And we might rebuild all of these guys just so that we have a better electric poles going, so it looks a little bit neater. Okay. Having said that, if you are a veteran Factorio player, or if you've seen a lot of these videos, a word of caution: I typically plan to build things wide open. I don't like to build things that are just scrunch up, and even though they're very efficient, it's just hard to follow what goes where. So I tend to build things a little bit more open, and so that if you're looking for like the most efficient design, this is probably not the place. But I'll try to make it so that all the ratios are correct, and as long as we can feed things in, we will be able to change our material. Okay, after all that, let's build a new. Actually, can I stick this into the book? Okay, can I put that in there? Can I put this into the... No. If I open this book, let's do this. Blueprint library. Okay, I'm confused. So when I click a blueprint in there, it works, but when I click the deconstruction plan, it does not. So let's go ahead and clean up some trees right here. Yeah, let's just deconstruct a bunch of tree over there. And then we start building our new smelting operation over there. Of course, we are severely lacking construction robot. Maybe we can make a few more of those. We're running out of fuel over here. Do I even have fuel on me? I do not. I know where to have fuel. So if we're running along all over the place, let's just go ahead and get that sorted out. Just grab all those, because we do need steel right now for the factory. Stick all those in there, and to make, we don't actually have any of these guys. And why is that? Because we don't have any lubricant. And why don't we have any lubricant? There's lubricant over here. Oh, because I never connect the pipe. That's why I have 19 pipe and not 18, even number. Duh. That was bad of me. So while we're in there, let's go ahead and automate some of these construction. Battery, steel plate, and electronic circuits. So I'm not going to make those. I'll just have a chest that will stick those in. So we'll stick that in there. It's half of those in there. All of those in there. I think that's all the ingredient it needs, right? Yep, just need that. And then just one stack. Eventually we'll try to automate making the different kind of robots, but for now let's just get that running. Is this one working? It needs this, and this is not running because it needs steel. And it needs steel because none of the steel make it through here, since it all gets shoved in here and being sent to us. Send all those steel in there, so at least we have something going on that side. In the meantime, can we make any of these? We can. Go ahead and stop that for now. We'll take this thing 20 time units. Let's make another construction robot, just because we I'll need some more of those to go and clear that jungle up. Okay, that's to do that for now. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's go visit our jungle. It's been clear cut. It's not being clear cut very well. However, let's throw these in here for now. We can start building things. So we leave one space in the middle for the belt. We can build these like so. Then we have belt going this way to supply the material. And we need a splitter. Do I have enough material to build splitter? So then I dump everything down into the... Let's go ahead and mine this thing up as well. So that would be the input, and the output would just go that way. And let's see if I put all these in the middle, if I can power them all with just one or two. Of course I need steel to build those. Stuck on a tree. Look at some steel. Go. And the reason that steel is so low is because iron is low. And the reason iron is low is because we just divert all of it up front to make our signs, which is fine. We need all those things. So I put one here. And one here, then I'll cover all of that. Do that, then I will need something in the middle. If I do this, then it'll be suboptimal in the sense that that we'll need some space for all of these guys. That's okay. I think I can do suboptimal. Because like I said earlier, I'm all about making things nice and airy and not tight and claustrophobic. Put that there for now. Put a light back in so that it's nice and so each of these will handle two these guys. Since our robot are very slow and few, we are going to help them out. And then I can just blueprint this section and then repeat them. That is the idea. So new blueprint. If I do that, then let's go ahead and make the belt all the way out so that when we connect things, they match up. Take this, do that. This would just be smelting. Okay. We'll just go ahead and build these. And I don't know exactly how many of these will saturate a set of belts, so I will assume that I can just keep on building. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 should do the trick, I think. And let's help the construction robot out by building this belt in the middle. Because what I plan to do is to take this belt and loop it into, let's just say here. And in order to do that, I need to clear out some of these trees. Let's just run this belt down. And I'm out belt. And what happens if we divert this belt over here? Well, I need like more belt. Well, instead of trying to build it myself, I'll just go ahead and grab the belt that's pre-built. I think that's probably the smart thing. Get down here. Grab the whole thing. Stuck on a tree. If I divert, all these guys over, is that enough? Is these 4 enough to smelt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So this one does not say. That's how long it takes. Crafting speed is 2. Crafting speed is 2, so that's similar to that. So this is not sufficient to handle mining speed. This mining power is 3. It doesn't say much about how what their crafting speed is though. Some more steel plate. Let's hope we can get some steel plate over here, and we can. We need some stone brick. We do have some of those. Check our production over here. We are lacking grenades because we need coal. Okay. Stone brick and coal. Grab the solid fuel for the steel production. Coal's down here somewhere. Here it is. Grab 8 stack, which is 400. These guys have no fuel, that's okay. That's because we grab all of those. Grab all the brick. Alright. Let's go back and supply those. So right now our iron production is actually less than it was before. All those go in there. All these go in there. I should make this a path as well so we can run a little bit faster. That's not what I want to do. Let's put that in there. Does that send it to the book? I don't know. Put the book in here. Right mouse button to open. Okay, there you go. Now we can do it. Can you put this in here? No. This in here though, right? Yep. Okay. So this is sort of beginner blueprint book. This is what we want. It looks crooked, but it's not. Let's get our now let's see if it's still back up. I think these inserters are fast enough because these are always running. And so far I don't see any more built up, so I think this is just enough to process all that. So all this, yeah, these will just be scrap at some point. Right, so these are processing faster than that can handle. So we build one more over here, then it will be good. Go grab some more steel. One more of these. Let's balance this out at 8 apiece. Deconstruct 100 object with construction robot. Okay. Those will all be trees. So we need to start making these things automatically as well so that they can be built. So now these more than handle the set of 6 over here. So I think it's time to get 2 more. One. Oh, I have a couple of these in here. I have 4 of these in my inventory. So that should pretty much get all these guys running. Need some more lights. Let's see if that actually gets to this one. Now that all 8 of them are running. Yes, it does. Okay. So basically these are 1-to-1 as far as speed are concerned. This may be a little bit faster actually, because they clear out the belt as well as so that's 1. These guys over here are just having issue with iron throughput. So we have steel running over here. We have a robot trying to get to us. To make these you need steel plate, advanced circuit and stone bricks. So might as well put down a factory that does something like that. So we have red stuff over here. There's no steel going anywhere, of course. Oh, we have 19 of these. Let's make... How many of these do we have? 8 construction and 6 logistics. So let's make 12 more construction. And 4 more of these. Oh shoot. That's the wrong ratio. Not wrong ratio, it's the wrong kind of robot. Oops. My bad. Oh, this DCI can deliver things to me faster now. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put a factory like down here. Oh, finished laser turret. Now, the one thing I do need to research, and I think we skip over for laser turret, is the oil processing thing. Because we need to start breaking down all the heavy and light oil into petroleum gas, this thing. And then we need to do some of that so that we can make sure we only do them when necessary. Or, well, necessary is probably the wrong word. When we can. When we should. When, let's say, we have more than 50% of storage of heavy oil, and break them into light oil, and we have more than 50% of light oil, then we go ahead and make them into petroleum gas. Go ahead and do that. Make sure we only make a few of these. Need circuits, steel, and stone brick. Let's just go ahead and dump all the stone brick in here. Circuit, steel. Whatever, tiny bit of it. Three steel plate, okay. That's rather a small amount. Let's go up here and see what we need over here. We need this stuff, and this stuff is not running. We need that stuff. This stuff is not running because it needs steel, and we just need. And we can also use our electric furnace thing to make steel as well. So I might just do that, and we might actually use something like that. Strictly to supply these guys, so we don't have to actually have steel belted like we were doing before, but just have a local supply of steel. for some of these things. Okay, so these things are being picked up and installed. Have one piece of steel on me, which is fine. Not going to worry too much about it. Look at our electricity. We are using a bunch over here, and we still have plenty of accumulator charges, so that's good. Trying to see if we need to start building more solar array and stuff. So now this whole thing here is in construction range, so everything should be fine. As long as we have stuff being made, which we may not, because we are lacking steel. Let's go ahead and add more to this mess. And the more ore we can mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So this is not enough to quite saturate this belt. We will start mining right here as well and dump it down this way. Just grab 2 more. I think I'll bring the belt down further actually and grab that because I want to get this portion as well. And then we merge the other belt in. Do that. So one is there. That's fine. Let's build another one right here. Okay, excellent. that. I don't care about that so much right now. Not productivity, we do need circuits network so we can do all this stuff. Okay, those have been built. Let's take one of these guys over here. Let's see how well these guys handle the extra ore. So with all these coming online, we probably will saturate this belt. Plenty of plastic coming down. Now there is circuit network. What else do we want? Bullet damage, I don't care too much about that. Advanced electronic 2, what does that do? That allows us to make that. And that is required for the logistic. Let's just go ahead and grab some of the logistic 2 with a red belt. We might need red belt, so let's do that. Somewhere around here we need steel. Like right there. I might actually move this somewhere where there's better access to iron, because all these guys over here need steel. So let's grab our blueprint. Gonna plop it down like this. We'll reverse the belt. Let's move it off a little bit like so. Just plop that there. Reverse the belt to go like that. Then down here, build the input, which is iron. There's some over here. Let's grab some of those. Just connect these guys over here. So this will come up like so. So I meant to end this episode a while back. Oh wow, we're making green circuits ourselves. Is it because there's no green circuits on the on the network? What's in here? Oh, one of these, please. That will help quite a bit. And I just made splitter. So what we need to do is get iron, come up here, there's some coal over here too. We might just mine that and stick it in the chest or something. Okay, and the reason there's none of these is because there's not enough steel down here. Might have some on me. Just make one of those if I can. Stone brick. Oh, there's one there already. Good. Make it 2. So now these can take modules. And we can make modules. Take a long time. So now, this one uses 125 kilowatts versus 180. Take 2 of them in there, then it uses 60% less. So we should definitely make a factory that makes some modules. And take lots and lots of circuits. This is temporary. Put one of these here. This one here. Makes a few more lights. Inserter. To make a chest, we need steel chest, which means we need steel. Let's put that there for now. This will make modules. Look at all the steel we have over here. Make ourselves one of these. Put that right there. This guy will also need steel. I actually have steel coming up here. Let's try that. That. Move that elsewhere. Again, all this is temporary. Temporary. That come up there. And it should come out right there. Break that. Go crazy. Do that there. Put this back here. And put this back here. This also needs steel. You can probably get right there. Nope, need all those guys. Okay. So this is again converted crazy over here. Reset logistic 2 stack inserter. Does it create a new kind of inserter? Interesting. Did not realize that different. So that's different from the game we was playing. There's no such thing. This allows us to get more stuff. Sure. Let's stick some steel down here so we can get some steel out. And we also need stone brick. And since there is a logistic chest over here, I will stop the steel from being siphoned from over here. In the meantime, I'm going to go and get some bricks and stick it in the things that make, except there's no brick. Oh. So this would make some brick. And that will take a long time. There's a ton of wall. Still need 4 of these. Okay, I think I'll put those brick in the so now this is saturated and we're still making stuff. We're not using it, so that's fine. Oh, I was going to do advanced processing to deal with stuff. I guess I'll do that before I call it to a close before I forget. Let's grab all these. Make sure we build the right kind of robot this time. Let's build all of them. Oh, I think we finished all the robots. Let's make sure we can build a couple of these guys. And let's go up to our plastic production. We're not stuck in trees or pipes. And start the process of making some of the I'll change some of these into light fuel. So to do that, I think we'll just do it right here. And I think I'll just stop this right now because I'm not sure what we'll use that for. So to do this, we need water as well, which we are pretty nearby, which is good. I think this is probably as good a place as any. We'll break this into that. Water and heavy oil. So heavy oil go on the wrong side, of course. Let's go there. I guess hindsight 2020, we should have built the whole design backward, but I guess that's for, can we crack things right here? That's too tight. Let's just bring it up a little bit like that. I think I'll just go ahead and build it like so. This will crack this into that, and then the output will just go from there to there. Okay, we need electricity. And then we need water. Can I build one of these tanks? I can. Before I build the tank, let's just go ahead and run the water line. Make sure we're not stuck. I think somewhere around here is probably sufficient. Obviously, well, I'm not sure if it's obvious or not, but this is not very expandable because there's not enough space here, unless we start interleaving things, which is probably okay, I guess. I'm not sure why I built that, to be honest. Oh, and this can now switch to advanced processing as well. Of course, this is the wrong end. The reason I did this is just so that I can gauge where my water pipe needs to be. This one, it's probably a bad place for it. Okay, we got that. Let's do landfill just in case we need to do anything crazy like that. Build that one here and build ourselves a pump. But this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would be. So actually I'll go and pick up some more pipes because we need those. And we have pipes being made somewhere on the other side of the factory. Up here. Let's wait for these robots to reach us and then run off again. I'm not sure I mentioned this or not, but the strategy of build up slowly might not be working in our favor. The reason being that I'm not sure you can see it, but the enemy are definitely not slowing down. They are creeping toward us. So if we just keep waiting, they would get to us. Excuse me, I unmuted at the wrong time. Okay, let's get lab research, I guess. Let's connect all these things together. Okay. Make a couple of these. Let's go ahead and run some wire. I guess I can't turn these off. Do you need one of these? I might have to experiment with this. We do read content. So we can say it's greater than 50. So one of these hold 25,000, then halfway 12,500. So output signal is 0. This, I was hoping you can turn it off, but I might have to disconnect the power to it. Oh, that's not what I want to do at all. Try that again. Maybe I have to figure out how to connect this to the network. But I'm running way over time, so let's call it an episode here. And let's just do a little bit of this while we are waiting for the other stuff. And yeah, let's just these things are now filling up nicely, which means these plastic production will be done nicely. At some point these are filled up anyway, so we're okay. And I'll have to figure this out later. So thank you very much for watching, and I apologize if there's some coughing noise on the video, because I unmuted at the wrong time, unfortunately. Thank you again very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.